If you're looking for a platform to use for sales role-play practice, this is the best AI platform for that. Now, I tested this platform a couple of times with myself, which, I went in and I added the AI to test me on my sales skills. And this is one of the best platforms because it's very easy to use. So if you want to use AI for sales role-play practice, right now, this is the best platform to try. So let's go right in and let me kind of show you around. So essentially this platform is not just for AI sales role play practice, but you can also practice on live calls. Like for example, I had a live call yesterday, and I went into my call library and I added this call right here, and AI gave me the rating right here. As you can see, it went and it basically broke down strengths, weaknesses, customer response, overall impression, call context. Also, like if I have, let's say, a sales representative, or not a sales representative, but a manager for sales representatives, he can go in here and he can create a scorecard and add a scorecard right here manually. So not only with AI, you can also get scorecards from your from your bosses. Let's say you are working with a sales company, or maybe you are a boss and you want to manage sales reps, then this is a really great way to do it. You also have feedback, and here you pretty much get the developing areas, what went well, what needs improvement, and stuff like that. So you can kind of go in here and you can adjust that. And you can also talk with the AI coach right here to see how you can compare the top performers within your team. So if you have a lot of like team members, you can go in here and you can rate those performers. Now, next up, what you can also do is you have AI roleplay, which is basically the point of this entire video, to use AI roleplay for sales roleplay, or to use AI for sales roleplay. So in this case, we have creating a new prospect. So you can create a new prospect, imaginary prospect. As you can see, I created one prospect right here, and his name is Marcus Delgado. And essentially what this prospect is he wants to create a outreach campaign, but he's struggling with that. So we created that particular lead. Now, what you can do is you can create a new prospect based on their website, based on their recording, manual setup, AI assistant. This is great for just testing out, and obviously, like testing before the call. I would really advise you, if you want to be really good at sales, you can kind of go and add a website, and then from their website you can test the AI sales roleplay. And from there, you can pretty much use that, to close your prospect later on. So here we have a new prospect. So we have AI assistant. You can create a business-to-business prospect or business-to-consumer prospect. So again, as you can see, it says, tell me about your sales scenario, and I'll create a realistic prospect. Now, you can kind of go in here and describe, what you want. I described that I am an AI automation agency and that I want a prospect that is having trouble with outreach, specifically with having a clunky outreach system. So in this case, I can start a session here. I can use a standard training, and I will kind of go through this AI sales role play practice, and I will show you how you can use this for yourself, which is quite good. So we can obviously go with objection handling, or we can go with standard training. So let's start. Click start.
Hi, go ahead and start when you're ready.
Hey there, thanks for scheduling the call with us today. I saw that you have an outreach system that is a little bit clunky. Can you tell me more about that outreach system?
Yeah, so we use Outreach, but honestly, it's not really the system that's the problem. We manage it fine. The issue is more on the execution side. We're doing a lot of manual work around sequencing, list building, follow ups. It works, but it's eating up time we don't have. What made you think the system itself was clunky?
Oh yeah, sorry, maybe I misunderstood at the start. I saw that in the form you said that the system needs reworking. I guess that was when I was referred to clunky. But yeah, I definitely see where the improvements can be implemented. Can you tell me how long have you been struggling with this problem?
Yeah, no worries. Honestly, it's been an ongoing thing for maybe 2 years now. We've grown from like 8 people to 14, and the manual work just hasn't scaled with us. So we're basically doing the same processes we did when we were smaller, which doesn't work anymore. What's your angle here? Are you selling me a better outreach setup or something different?
Yeah, I don't have an angle. I'm just trying to understand where you're at so that I can see if what we're selling can even help you at this point. So my question is, since you scaled, I guess this outreach system is working well. What's the current volume and what's the volume that you're trying to achieve?
Okay, that's a fair question. So right now we're running maybe, I don't know, 200 to 250 outreach sequences a month across all our clients. And honestly, we'd like to be at 4 or 500, basically double where we are now. The bottleneck isn't really outreach itself, though. It's the people hours. We're manually building lists, vetting them, setting up the sequences, monitoring deliverability. That's where the time drain is.
Okay, I definitely understand now where you're at. So let's say if we were to help you automate everything so that you don't have to pretty much do anything with your HR and everything, hiring people, how much would you be able to invest in that type of system?
Whoa, hold on. We're not there yet. I need to understand what automate everything actually means before we talk numbers. Last time someone promised me automation, I ended up with a tool that just created more problems. Walk me through what you're actually doing. How does this work? And more importantly, how are you handling deliverability? Because
So as you can see, this is just an example, right? Obviously, I went in here, definitely a good lead to kind of challenge you on your sales skills. Now, I'm not the best at sales, so I guess this was just a test here. But this is how you can use AI for sales roleplay. Later, you can also go to your metrics and you can see the average live score, the cash collected, the close rate, and stuff like that right in here. You can see the average trend and stuff like that as well in here. So in the LMS here, you can also add multiple different like sections for, let's say, if you want to maybe train your employees or sales reps, you can add here like courses, programs that they can learn from. And you also have integrations here that you can go through, which are usually the typical integrations that you have. So overall, this is pretty much, how you can use AI for sales role play practice. Now, if you have any questions around this, feel free to comment below and also check out Kendo AI, link in the description. And yeah, hopefully you have a great rest of the day.